Okay, this says I'm live, so I'm just setting up. I'm just going to tell everyone about this stream as soon as I can log on. Okay, this says I'm streaming at 720p, so it should be better quality than last time. I've not even done anything. But how do I see my video? How's the picture? It says there's 3 people there. I still don't know how to get the chat up. Ah, there we go, I think. Am I live? I think this is right. Hello, Dave. Right, I'm just gonna... Yes, I will do. I will open it. I'm just gonna let everyone know about this video. I need a few more people to join. So invite some people. Can you hear me? I've got the knife ready there. How do I find the URL for this video? How are you finding this video if I can't find the URL for this video? Okay, I've got the URL. I'm just going to send some messages on Facebook to let people know about this video. Almost ready. Yeah, but I'm on free, and the free network is not that great. Right, just checking to see if I'm still live. What does YouTube says? Live, good, streaming, 720p. There's only 3 people here. Okay, but might as well get started then. Right, so this arrived on Wednesday, and I had to go to London to do some work. And I managed to get DHL to drop it off for neighbours. I picked it up from the neighbours about an hour ago, and they wanted to know what was in it, so I told them what's in it. And the good thing is, the neighbours can't hear this. Can't hear the ASICs, which means I can buy more ASICs in the house. I'm just reading some of the comments. How much profit are you going to make? Not much at the moment. Bold Suede, if that's how you say your name. The idea is to keep hold of the bitcoins, because that's what bitcoins do. Probably about £7,000 now. Let's just have a quick look. So it's £7,800, which is almost $11,000, $10,800 one Bitcoin. So the idea is to keep hold of your Bitcoins, and later on hopefully they'll be worth a bit more. And just a sneak peek, I also have another parcel which arrived today. I need to pick this up from the post office. It says next working day, but it also lists Sunday as the opening hours. So that's a sneak peek at our next video. Pete, I would have better fibre connection, but I'm in an area where there's no BT line. So I have to pay a lot of money for a different provider, and it's not value for money. If I was on a BT supply area, I would go with TalkTalk, because they're quite good. They're cheap as well. And because I'm in the kitchen, I'm going to use a kitchen knife to open this box. I should measure this box first, see how heavy it is. Okay, the scale says overload, which means this is heavier than the Antminer. On the paperwork it does say 8.1 kilos. So it looks like my kitchen scales are only 5 kilos. So at the top we've got a foam pad, and You don't get to see one of these with Bitmain. It's a power cable. C13 on one end, so that'll be rated at 10 amps. It probably won't show up on camera. The cable is quite thick. It's not like the cheap Chinese stuff, and it's 1.5mm squared. 3-core 1.5mm, so it's not the cheap nasty 10mm squared, 1mm squared. The disadvantage is it comes with a Chinese end. So I can't use that in the UK, but I can cut it off and either stick a C14 on there or a UK plug. Just checking to see if I'm still live. Yep, 6 people here, that's good. I'll put that back on there so you can't see that. Even the power supply is nicely packaged. There are 10 6-pin PCIe connectors, and there's a 3-core cable, which I think is optional. Yes, Dave, they do include a power cord cable, but it's not UK compatible or US compatible. It might work in Australia because they have the bent pins, the slanted pins. But if you can wire a plug, you can reuse this, and it is good quality. It's 1.5mm. The power supply is slim. I'm just checking to see if that's on camera. Yeah. There's one fan on this side, and that's what the connectors look like on this side. So they're a bit more exposed than the Bitmain ones. So you need to be careful you don't short anything out, drop any metal keys or screwdrivers on there. They've removed a sticker here. I've on the forum, they started to debrand them or debadge them. Maybe there's a theft going on. They don't want people to know what's happening. But the power supply model is free. That might give you a clue. But normally the P3 label there. No, the power supply comes free with it. You don't have to pay separately like Bitmain, $105 plus shipping and VAT. The power supply comes with the kit, and I'll go later on with the pricing strategy, how this supplier works. So all parcels come with the miner, the power supply and the cable. Previously, the power supply was in a separate box to the miner. Now it's all in one, so they've changed the packaging. Maybe it works out cheaper to send one parcel than 2 separate ones. So that's the top lid, so it's well packaged. The A3 is having some problems, just 1 second. I've just rebooted the A3. Now that's quite hard to get out. I might be able to weigh this now. So the miner is 4.2 kilos. And the power supply is just over 2 kilos. even get a plastic bag to go around the miner. I think it was bubble wrap with the Bitmains. So I was going to show you the label here. You can see there's a bit of stickiness here, and that is where the label was. So for some reason they've removed the label. Now I don't know if this is some kind of copyright reasons. No idea why they've done that. So the first thing you do, you give the miner a quick shake to see if there's any loose heatsink. I've been told that the heatsink is actually solid. You don't have separate heatsinks like you do with the Antminer ones. And on the front, just check if that's in shot. You can see how small it is. The fans are clean, so these have not been used. And I don't know if you can see in there, that heatsink is one solid piece from top to bottom and all the way across through right to the other end. So it's a bigger heatsink than the Bitmain ones. At the top, you can see that the hashboard comes out. I think this is to allow these capacitors to stay out of the actual housing, because this housing is red hot and it will probably shorten the life of the capacitors. The ribbon cable for the hashboard actually goes inside to about halfway and then connects in. So you can't disconnect it from this end, you have to disconnect it from this end. So this is the controller. There's only 3 outputs on here. 2 fan ports, a power supply here, and then 9 more power supplies here. And this is the place where you put the 3-pin cable. There's another 3-pin port here, but you don't have to use, I don't know what that's for. I think that's for programming. Programming headers. They've actually removed the labels on both sides. So on the other side, what's that noise? I don't know what that noise was then. The model number is Miner M3. I do have a UK cable. This is the one from a previous video, so it's 10 amp on the C13 side. This was a 1mm square cable. This cable was advertised as 13 amps, but as you can see on this label it says 10 amps at 250 volts, even though the fuse is 13 amps and the plug is 13 amps. For pricing information, I'm going to explain that in another video on the edited version of this live video. So I've connected the power up. I'm just checking to see if I'm in shot. Yeah. And I'm going to mount this on its side. It's quite sticky here as well. I'm not sure what they've had here. Am I still in shot? Yeah. So it's just like the Bitmain ones. You clip the hashboards in first. Make sure it's in properly. Give it a little tug. So you got 4 of them grouped together and then another 4, and then you got 2 singles. I'm just going to see if there's any gauge writing on here. Just going to check a different one. So it's 18 gauge at 105 Celsius. Now I'm not going to connect this cable up, I'm going to leave it like this because when I've tested it before it was hashing at a higher rate. Bit loose. So I've got my watt meter here, just for the purpose of this video, plugged into an extension socket. Only 3 people on this video, okay. That's quite loud. I've just plugged in the network cable. Okay, hopefully you should get the video. I'm just going to log into the router to see if I can see it online. The power supply sounds like a hairdryer. Maybe I should have powered the power supply up first without the miner so you can hear what that sounds like. But at the moment, the loudest sound that you can hear near the camera is the power supply. So the web interface is like an open WRT router, and you type in, well actually that is my router, silly me. I need to get the IP address of the miner first. So the host name is MicroBT, and I have an IP address of 192.168.1.135. And the web interface looks like my router's OpenWRT interface, except instead of saying OpenWRT it says Watts Miner. Username and password is root and root. You won't be able to see the video that I've got on the laptop because I've only got one camera. And I just need to log into another one so I can copy the settings. The interface is slightly different, but once you've used it once, you should be able to figure it out. You need to go to custom before you can enter a URL in there, and it doesn't support XN snub or whatever it's called. something's clicking, I'm not sure what. That's twice it's clicked. It's either clicked or popped. Or maybe it's expanding because of the temperature difference. So once you saved it, it doesn't take the settings. You need to go back to status and then restart the CG miner. Yeah, all miners sound like a private jet on a tarmac. This one will be my 25th miner. I do have another miner coming in March, and that one is a Bitmain one, but it's not one that I've already got. So you can try and guess what it is, but I'm not going to say it until I do another video. So the watts is almost 900 watts. And the way that this one works is it gradually increases its clock speed. So it gradually sets a clock. I'm not sure if it needs to monitor this cable here to see how much power is available, but I'm just going to try without. And when you're shutting these down, because of the higher power consumption, it's probably best to do a restart, then unplug it or switch it off, because if you don't, you'll get a massive spark and you can see it. It's quite bright. I'm going to refresh the status page. So it says it's been running for 2 minutes. The fan's at 1500 RPM. The frequency is 408, 408 and 192. So one of them isn't high up at the moment. It's kind of low. Not sure why. I think I need to wait for this to build up on the watts. So that's almost 1400 watts, so basically this is more than an S9. I forgot to mention, this also mines SHA-256 or Bitcoin Cash and anything similar. It just depends on what you point the pool to. The hash rate, what's it supposed to be? I'm just going to check. If you Google search M3, you see BMW. So it's more than a BMW M3. The fan's picking up a little bit, and the power consumption has dropped. It's rated at 11. and the Bitmain one, which is the S9 is 13.5, is the current batch. They do a 14 terahash version, but the 13.5 terahash is overclocked. On this miner there's no overclocking settings. I've not seen it yet. It's just auto adjust. The third hash board has stopped hashing away for some reason. So I'm just going to give this a reboot. So that is only 2/3 of the power. So I'll reboot this. Let the watts drop a little bit before I switch it off. Okay, that's about 800 watts, that'll do. And what I'll do is I'll connect this cable up, because it might be required. And it was the third one, so I'm assuming it's this one here. All the cables are in. And it is the cold one. Hopefully the third hash board isn't dead. What to mine says using NiceHash, I'll make $16.07 a day. That's at the current Bitcoin price, so that's 0.00125, I think. I'm not sure how to read whattomine.com in BTC. It's either that or 0.00149. So $16 a day is $482 a month, or $5,865 per year. But that's based on the current Bitcoin price and the current difficulty. It was lower than this last week, but because the price has gone up again on the Bitcoin, the earning is a bit higher. In fact, no, that's the S9. I'm looking at the wrong value. Just 1 second. It's $13.19, so about $3 less than the S9 per day. And on whattomine.com, SHA-256 with this machine is the second highest when you compare it to... This is all wrong, all my settings are reset on whattomine.com. Just let me put it all in again. That's better. The overclocked L3 Plus actually earns more than this machine. Okay, so after a reboot, the frequency is 402 on all three hash boards, but I need to give it some time for the watts to increase. It doesn't work at full power straight away like the Bitmain one does. So maybe it's trying to warm the machine up slowly, or slowly increase how much power it can get. You need 4 1080 Ti at $950 a pop. There are other ways to earn money with the what's it called, the 1080s. I might do a video on that next month. I'm earning $42 based on 4 1080 Ti graphics cards. And that's per day, if you can hear me. Okay, that's at 1,800 watts. It does go higher. So that's the other disadvantage to this compared to the Bitmain ones. These eat up a lot more power than the Bitmain ones, and this is because it's on an older technology. I think it's 26 nanometers. Just let me find out which one it is. Yes, it's 28 nanometers. So the efficiency is similar to the S7. Yeah, the S7 was 28 nanometers as well. I'm just going to check what the S9 is. It might be 16 nanometers for the S9. That's why the Bitmain one is more efficient. I'll give you a sneak peek at what I'm mining. The hash rate has dropped a little bit, so I need to investigate this. but it was higher up. So this is Bitcore, BTX. And the good thing about it, if you sign your wallet, you also get 6% every Monday of your total balance, which is going to end in at the end of April. So I need to first off work out why my hash rate has dropped. I'm just going to change the port number on the miner because I've read somewhere it needs to change from 8001 to 1111. This is the 1080 graphics cards. I didn't have to change the port, I've just logged onto the machine, I just had to stop it and start it again. It looks like some of the GPUs have stopped mining. So I've got all 7 mining again now. I did have 8, but I've got 7 connected at the moment. So that should increase my hash rate. So now it says 2,257 watts, and that's 12 terahash. The frequency is 636 on all 3 of them. There's 63 chips on each hash board. The temperature range is 74 to 84 Celsius. This does have a thermal cutout. As soon as it gets to 105 Celsius, it just shuts down. And it logs it at the bottom. It also logs when you got 0 hashed on the ASIC for about 180 seconds, so that's 3 minutes. The good thing with these ASICs mining at home is all you have to do is attach a 6-inch duct, and you can channel the heat to any room that you want, so you don't have to turn your boiler on. All you have to do is deal with the noise. And I've already spoken to the neighbours a few times to see if the noise upsets them, but they can't hear it. So the next step is to sort out my wiring to the garage, because that's where I need to stick these machines. I can't have these in the house, they're way too loud. Maybe I'll keep one in the house just to keep me warm. I can use it as a hot water blanket type thing. Hot water bottle. So this model is 1.2. The other ones that I've got are version 1.02. The other ones I got was last month, but I actually ordered this one before the other ones. I paid a premium for the other ones to get it quicker. This one was purchased in December. Exhaust temperature is 45 Celsius. 55 depending on where you measure it from. I'm just going to measure the other one which has been on for a few days. I can't measure it because it's got ducting on there. So at this watt, so at 2260 watts, drags the voltage down to 234. The UK spec is 230, but it's usually 240 with no load. And that is 9.6 amps. The power factor should be on here as well. Power factor of 1. I think power factor of 1 is perfect. Just checking to see if you can see that on the video. So that's the 9.6 amps. (2,270 watts). The power factor's changed to, it's gone back to 1 again. So if anyone's here, if you've got any questions, ask me now. It says 2 people are on here and I've been streaming for 51 minutes. That says the noise level is 65. That's a bit wrong. Something wrong with this phone. It's louder than that. Maybe I need to buy a proper dB meter. Melvin, yes, I'm mining Bitcoin with my 1080 Ti graphics cards. Or are you asking what software? Here's the software. It's CC Miner. And I'll just open up the file. So it's going to bitcorepool.cc. The algorithm is time travels 10, I think. I'm just going to check. So the algorithm is time travel 10 and then GPU in brackets. You also get 6% as well. I think it said I had $3,600, and that's based on 7 GPUs from the 29th of December. So there's 31 days in January, it's the 17th today, plus another 3 days in December, that's 51 days. And I think it said I had $3,600. That's $70 a day, based on 7 graphics cards. But that's only because I get an extra 6% on my balance. So last time I had just over 5 Bitcores, and the current price today is 30 per Bitcore. I think it was 5.2. So I got $156 just for the fun of it. I think on Monday I'm going to get about 6.4 Bitcores. Based on $30 per Bitcore is $192. That's extra on top of the mining. You need to register your address with AirDrop to get your 6% every Monday. I'll do a video on this. You don't need to give them your private key. You just have to sign your wallet and give them the hash of that, so then they know that the wallet belongs to you. So there's an AirDrop wallet, and each Monday, well actually each Friday, they transfer the money across, and then on Monday they pay it to you until that wallet is empty. Now you've got to be careful on this, because I think BitConnect and USI Tech, they're 1% a day, so that's basically 7% a week, I think. No, USI Tech was actually working day, so that's 5%. So I'm going to probably cash out before the wallet gets empty, because other people will be dumping their coins. And the Bitcoin has actually done quite well when all the other coins were dropping in value. When the Bitcoin was low, all the other coins dropped, but the Bitcoin stayed about $22 per coin. And now that Bitcoin's going up, this has gone up to 30 per coin. The only issue, if you are going to switch, you need to find out what exchange supports it. So Coinbase definitely doesn't. If you go to CoinGecko or some other comparison, and then you have to market or trading exchange depending on the website that you go on. So the Bitcoin is actually $31 now, and there's the exchanges are BitZ, or if you're American, BitZ. There's Cryptopia, HitBTC, so I have an account with HitBTC. If you look at the market volume, that will enable you to sell easier. So you can exchange it for BTC, Ethereum, USD, Tether, and whatever NZD Tether is. New Zealand dollar maybe, I'm no idea. So this is on the CoinGecko website, you can see the trading exchanges. Bitsy has the higher volume, then Cryptopia, and HitBTC is quite low. So maybe I need to get an account with Bitsy. I need to check how good they are as well. You just don't want to join any random exchange. Always do your research first. Even if they support two-step authentication, money can still be gone, like they did with NiceHash. I know Pete's not going to be happy with me for saying that, but exchanges like Coinbase, they only keep 2% money online, and that's insured. The rest of it is in cold storage. So if you're getting $5 with NiceHash on your 1080 Ti graphics card, you'll get about $10 a day. But that's based on my average from December. So now that it's at $31, so it'll actually be more than what I said. Plus if you register your wallet, you'll also get 6% each week till probably end of April. So on this circuit, this kitchen circuit, I have two M3s and an A3. So that's two lots of 2,200 watts plus 1,600 because the A3 is overclocked. That's 6 kilowatts in the kitchen. Divide that by 240 volts, 25 amps in the kitchen on this ring main. The UK ring main is 32 amps. Yeah, 6% extra. That's 6% extra on the Bitcoin. Plus your wallet balance. Well, if you want euros or GBP, you can convert it to BTC, then send it to GDAX, and then you've got it in GDAX, and Coinbase does support euros, but I'm not sure if it supports pounds. Some people say it does, but without actually testing it yourself on a smaller amount, you don't know, because I think Coinbase is based in Slovenia, or one of those Eastern European countries, and they send the money through SEPA, or whatever it's called, and that is definitely euros. So you'll have to do a test sample from GDAX to your bank, or it might go through Coinbase, I'm not too sure. Just do the minimum amount, and then from there you can see, and if they are sending you euros, then your bank's going to convert it at their rubbish exchange rate. shouting this loud. I'm shouting this loud because I can't hear myself, so I don't know if you can hear me. I'm drinking some Highland spring water to help me. All it is tap water that's been filtered, and they can call it spring water. That's the biggest scam ever. Worse scam than BitConnect. I also have another two M3s in the garage. So I'm actually using 10.4 kilowatts per hour. That's 43 amps. The main fuse is rated at 100 amps and the switch. So I'm in with my limits, and I'm paying 9.9p a kilowatt, which is very good for the UK, but I'm only allowed to use, I think it's 50 megawatts per year. So I'm using about 250 kilowatts per day. I'm just checking to see if I've got my maths right. I'm going to add in the other miner, which I don't have at the moment. So I'm using 11.7 kilowatts per hour. That's 280 kilowatts per day. That's 102 megawatts per year. So that's double the amount that I'm meant to be using as a domestic person. I could say that I've got a swimming pool that I need to keep heated up. I've got electric cars. I use electric storage heaters. I don't know what else I can do to blag them, but I'm waiting for them to tell me off. Yes, you can send to GDAX. So basically, on the exchanges that I showed you before, you'd have to convert to BTC. Once you've got BTC, you can send that to anywhere, to your GDAX exchange or your personal wallet, wherever you want. That Revolut app, I think, I'm not too sure what exchange rate they send. I don't know if they also have to convert to pounds before you get it into your bank. I've asked lots of people, and one person actually showed me that the app actually sends it in euros. Well, that's crap really, because your bank then has to convert it from euros to pounds. People don't actually look at the exchange rate. They say, oh yeah, it's in my bank, but what exchange rate? Another tip is, you need to get yourself a Halifax Clarity credit card. It doesn't cost anything, but this uses the MasterCard exchange rate. What the normal banks do, use the card provided exchange rate, so that could be Visa or MasterCard, and then they'll charge 2.75 to 2.99% on top of that. They'll say it's commission free, but they charge their own exchange rate. And what I do with my credit card is, if I need to take cash out, it's 12.99%, but if I put in the money before I take the money out, it's actually free. So I have to do this the day before. Obviously in the terms and conditions it says you're not allowed to do that, but because there's a day difference, I'm pretending that I'm paying my balance. And that's the other thing, you've got to pay all of your balance, not just what you're going to take out. So this is only useful for people who pay their credit card but off in full. If you're a minimum spender, like whatever 5% you pay your balance off, that's not suitable for you. Okay, I've been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. Any more questions? I'm just trying to find one of the messages. Maybe they deleted me, or they changed the name. So here's one that wants me to send money to a Wells Fargo bank. Let's close that. It's giving me all the address details in Florida. So that's coming up in a video soon. He's giving me different bank details before. I'll have to recap on that. And this guy wanted to log into my wallet. He wanted to log into my Bitcoin blockchain wallet. That's a long conversation. I've wasted so many of his hours as well. I even stopped him with a two-step authentication as well. Okay, so you do convert to GBP, but someone else tried this and he only did the euros and then sent the euros to his bank. So, can you send me screenshots? that's quite warm now. That's probably because I'm going through this meter and this cheap 10 amp cable, which was advertised as 13 amps, but it's not. I think I'm going a bit deaf now. I might have to end the stream soon. Looks like I got one thumbs up and only one person on the stream. I'm not sure if it's just me on the stream or if there's somebody else there. I'm going to end the stream here. I was working till 3 o'clock in the morning last night, and then the night before that 1:30 in the morning. I'm going to try and aim to get to the post office at 11 o'clock on Sunday, that's tomorrow. So that's why I'm going to end the stream now. Plus I also want to connect this ducting up because I don't need the heat to be in the kitchen. If I direct the air elsewhere in the house to an open window, then these miners can run quieter and cooler. I also need to check if the kitchen circuit is getting hot as well. Oh, it says there's 2 people there. I don't know how to end the stream. Oh, one person disappeared. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?